Right, new video on the pass-through tool number 2. So I've been waiting for this tool because I decided to get a different one. Now this one is different. The brand is, where is the brand here? Here, Cncob. The reason I got this one is because it does Cat 7 as well. It has the Cat 7 sheeting, I guess, tabs, crimper on there. Now that's not something very common. We're still using Cat 6 everywhere. But since I was getting one, I wanted to have something that will support that just in case. And not only that, but if you look at this piece here, it's definitely looks different than the other one I got before. So let me take this out and show it to you a little closer. So we'll go through that. I also got, because in order to, not because, but in order to get free shipping, you have to buy a little more. So I got this spare shielded Cat 6. It's a 100 pack. I can't remember how much it was, but I don't need them. I have the other ones, but I don't have any shielded ones for Cat 6, Cat 5, Cat 6. So this doesn't have the other extra tabs for Cat 7, as you can see, but these are supposed to be shielded, and all it is just that little metal shielding around it. Now I'm using a new camera. I'm using the Ulefone Note 18 Ultra, so I'm testing that out right now as well because it does have enhanced what's that called, EIS. Trying to remember what it is. Anyways, for the, I want to make sure I test that because the previous phones, they don't have that EIS where if you're moving it shakes a lot, and I wanted to test this out, so that's why I'm using this. But I'm gonna pause this, which is nice because I can pause the video on this phone as well, just like I did on the older Ulefone. So let me do that and take this out and kind of look at it. Alright, that was pretty quick, so let's take a look at the back. So that's what the back info is. Okay, so that focuses really quick, so that's nice. All the other phones just didn't want to focus, so this is nice. I can actually read what I'm looking at on the phone. So this is just what you got on the back of the packaging, and you can pause it. So I'm gonna go pretty slow so you can just see what's there. Now there's not a lot of mention about this screw for the Cat 6, Cat 7, so we'll go with that a little more. But the reason I got this particular one is, let's see, it did have some better ratings that look a little more real than the other ones that were, just made up or whatever. And I also looked at the structure or the design. Hang on. So I pretty much looked at most of what was on Amazon, and this one, the design here, it's a little different than the last one. I think the other one was round, this one's not. Not that it's a big deal, but I was just trying to look at the different constructions on these. Now, this one here, there's not much to tell you what's what because you can't really tell. I mean, you can just push it up and down, but if you're looking at it, it's just like, okay, what's what and what does this do? So this here, all it does is raises this piece right here. So you just move it up and move it down. That's all it does. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. I think it's gonna be down on this side for the Cat 5 or 6, and so I already took it off, or took the loosen up the screw to show you. Come on. And the reason I want to show you is because the other ones were a little different. So all this is, it's just a little metal, I don't know, what do you call it, a metal adapter that goes up and down, And basically that adapter is what goes on the on the bottom here. So let me see if I can show you. So that's what would push right here, I believe, for that little bit of plastic to go up right there. So basically that's all this is. It just pushes down there. Now you have it on the Cat 6 as well, so I'm not sure if this has to go up or down because I haven't used it, like I said. But if I show you inside here, there's nothing else. So let me go ahead and open this up. So when I show you the movement, all that is doing is just going up and down. And if you look at the teeth in the back, those teeth look a lot nicer than the last one, or a little bit sharper or taller, if you will. Now I'm looking at it, these a lot closer because the other one didn't work, as you saw on the other video. Now the back, this also looks a lot different, and let me see if I can get a good shot here, if this will focus. So when you crimp, let me see if I can get a close-up here. Come on, focus. Yeah, doesn't want to do it. But I don't know if the camera gets the cutter there. It looks a lot nicer than the other one. And it is angled down. So the construction itself looks a little better looking at the cutters. The other ones, you could tell they were okay, but not quite as sharp. So if you look at this one here, this one actually looks pretty good. But I could be wrong. I haven't tested it, and we're about to do that right now. So it does have the cutter for the cable right in there. So you get the cable sheeting cutter here, and then the regular cutting piece there. Obviously I don't even bother using this. I just use a yellow one, which I don't have on me because it's a lot nicer, which is almost the same size as this. So I don't even really use these a lot. If it works, I might use it even more, but right now I'm looking at the construction. This one looks pretty solid. Just looking at it, it's not moving on me, so that's pretty much for the construction on this one. So let me set up, and then we'll go ahead and do a test. I'll use the other ones. This one will work too, but I need to see which side is which on this because well, I never used one of these, and the instructions are pretty vague on this. It doesn't even tell you. And then I was playing with it, just trying to see what it did or how far it went. So if you look at it, let me see. So that's one hole. I think that's the bottom one there. But let me put it there. So if I crimp on when it's all the way down, it doesn't even get raised. So when you move, let's see, to the next side here, or the bottom, and you push it, and then it goes up more. So that might be the right one, because that needs to get pushed on the back right there. I don't know if that will get it, but if you've seen the RJ45s, you know that there's a little like dimple plastic that gets pushed in here. Alright, let me pause this and set up here. Alright, so let's see if this doesn't cut right through the this is a Cat 6 leftover that I have. Now one thing I just noticed, there's no adjustment up and down on this one, so that may be a problem. And the reason I say that is because on these, which is what I'm using, so you can see they do have an adjustment. Where is it? Oh, right here, right there. There's an adjustment for it. So I'm gonna use this one because we want to see if this actually works. Now I'm right-handed, so let's just put it in there. Let's see what we got. All the way down. Is it gonna cut it right through, or is it gonna be just the shitting? I don't know. Oh, okay. Seems to work because it barely cut through, so doesn't look like it nicked it. I mean, I could be wrong on this. It's already 10 o'clock. I'm tired, but that looks good. So at least for this cable, there are some thicker ones, so you may not have the same result. Alright, let's go ahead and you can use the regular cable tie cutters for these, which makes it pretty easy. Just don't cut the wrong one. You'll be okay. Come on, dude. Ah, really? That's the first. Alright, so that might be a little too short, so let me cut some more since we're just using it for testing here. Okay, so I'm going all the way down. I have a hard time twisting it, so I might have to open it and twist it again and do that 1 or 2 times. So let's see, now that I pulled it, nicked it just a little bit since I did that a couple of times. So you definitely want to be careful, but it looks like it's not going right through the whole wire. Just barely nicked it. So you saw me do that, so that makes sense. If you're careful and not do that, it should be okay. Let me see here. All right, now let's go ahead and remove this twist. Okay. And for straightening that, I found that a screwdriver helps to straighten these wires a little bit easier, so you're not doing it one by one. That seems to work a little better. There we go. Just a tip right there. You don't have to, but I found that it actually works. Okay, come on. So that's okay, not too bad. All right. So now let's see. We got orange, then we got green, then we got blue. Now, if I remember right, problem is you don't have your color code in here, so I think it's stripe orange. I may be wrong, but I'll look it up in a second. So we got, man, I'm tired, hang on. So here's a tip: if you forget the coloring scheme, just look at an old ready pre-made cable and put on your glasses. It's kind of dark in here, so you can look at the wire coloring right there. So like I said, that is correct. So stripe, solid, and then you want stripe green. Solid green goes all the way to the other side. We have blue. The blue stays the same, meaning you don't cross it like the others, meaning solid. It's got, well, that's not gonna work. I just had my flashlight over here, and as you can see, one of the blues got cut when I did that, so I gotta do it again. So let's try the cutter. And that's the whole point of this exercise, to test it out. So that's pretty useless. We're gonna cut it here. So at least these cutters are doing a lot better than the others. Alright, so let's just twist it, don't open it and close it again. And let's leave it at that. So that looks better. Okay, come on. Okay, almost. Didn't quite cut it there, but that's okay. There we go. Alright, let's take two here. So if you haven't done a lot of these RJ45 jacks, one or two it's fine, but when you have to do a bunch, that's when it gets pretty time consuming. But that's what the pre-made cables are for. This is just for when you actually need one and you just don't have it on hand. So not a big deal if you only need a couple, but you're not going to be trying to do this for like 100 or more, or even 10, because that's going to get pretty tedious after a while, even if you're using the pass-through jacks. So here I have the regular jack, and this is the shielded jack right there. So the only difference is the shielding that they have. So now I have both, which is cool because I wanted to try it since I never used them. I already tried putting it in here, it fits fine. So let me go ahead and try to get this cable set up. So we have this one. Let's have green stripe, solid, and I was saying the blue solid goes on the left and the stripe goes on the right. So this middle one you don't swap like the others. And we have I believe it's like that. Is that gonna be brown at the end? So if you don't remember, again, let's look at that one, but like I said, it's too dark in here. Yep, that is one solid brown. Alright, at the end. So that's just a tip if you don't remember or you don't want to look it up. So we got the green one. Now I'm going to put them together right here. Okay, I hope I'm on the camera there. So that looks good so far. Come on, buddy. Straighten out. Okay, I think I got it. Now, I usually cut them straight. Some people might cut them at a diagonal if you want. Let's try that, see if that works any better. I don't know. So here is a plastic tab even on the unshielded one. So let's go ahead and put this one through. Just nice and slow. Once they're straight, let me get the flashlight here just to light this up a little more on the camera. Orange stripe, solid, green stripe, blue solid, blue, green, stripe brown, and brown. So if you cut it at an angle, it's actually a lot easier than cutting it straight. So I think I'll be using that from now on. I usually cut them straight, but this allows you to get them in there even faster. So cool. Now you just push it all the way down, because the key here is we want to see if it actually cuts nice and sharp, and if this is gonna need to be moved up have it going this way. I saw a video on one company that was selling these, and he literally twisted this out here. Don't do that. It's just going to be harder to get it through there, so do not do that. So there you go. This one fits pretty nice. This one fits a little snugger, but it's still pretty good. So here it is. We're at the I push it all the way down here, so I'm gonna crimp it and then see if I need to move it up in order to get it in there. So let's look at the cutting action here. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah, check that out. Okay, this is nice and smooth. So look at that. Can we see a close up? Come on, buddy, get it. Okay, so that's pretty close to the jack. So that looks pretty clean. So let's check this out. Let me do it again, because I want to see the bottom here. Is that even touching? I don't think so. Okay, so let's take a look. Let me see, there's a camera. I don't know if the camera's going to catch that, but let me put the light on there. Boy, that's a clean one. Oh man, that's nice. That's clean. So, phew, this one actually works, so I don't have to send it back. However, if you look at the bottom, check it out. He moves. So that needs to be pressed in so that it doesn't move. So I'm going to change this one and make sure that it pushes that up. And that's what I was referring to the instructions, because when you push it up, it says, I don't know, like Cat 7 here. So Cat 6, Cat 7 is going to be the same because you're going to need that pushed in there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now it goes all the way in. So look, check that out. See how it moves? So it didn't crimp that part. So let's go ahead and do that again because it's already crimped. Oh wait, let me double check something. Did all the pins go in straight? Okay. Oh yeah, all the pins are, let me show you here. I don't know if the camera's gonna get it, but if you can see all the pins on the top, they're all pushed in evenly. So that's good. That's nice. That's exactly what you want. They're smooth, nothing out of the ordinary. So this crimper is definitely a lot better than the other one. It's a lot better made because the teeth are actually a little longer from what I can tell. It just seems they are. The other one wasn't even pushing it, and I was using the same thing. So nothing's changed. So let me go ahead and crimp this again. It's already crimped, but now we're gonna deal with the adapter moved up because I want to push that in so it doesn't move. And let's see if it's gonna break it or just fix it. So you don't have to like go crazy on it. It already did it. So look at that. It's already, it moves a little bit, but it's crimped in there now. So make sure you push, if you're doing Cat 6, even Cat 7, it's going to be the same. So just push this all the way up so that it moves, the adapter moves up, so it'll crimp your plastic piece inside here. So that way it'll be even more snug. So now we figured out what that was. I know it's just an adapter, but this is confusing because you just move it up and down, but it doesn't really give you, like this here doesn't tell you anything. I mean, if you look at it, you just have two arrows here, so that makes no sense. But all it does is move that up, and now you know it's for the bottom here. And just leave it on all the way to the right. If not, if you're doing Cat 6, then it's not going to crimp that, and that's what you want. So, that's pretty much done for that. This is for the 6, what is it, RJ11 and 12, I believe. So here, let me see if I can get a close-up of that. so you can look at the teeth. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, right here. Maybe not. Right there. And look at the other teeth. Hang on, let me show you here. So the other one I couldn't even see the teeth from until I took that blade out. So let me see here. Can we see the teeth on the camera? So let me see. So they're nice and sharp. So there you have it. The Cncob from Amazon did work. It does cut really sharp, so at least this one seems to work, which is nice because I didn't want to have to send it again and try another one. It's just different construction. On the other ones, if you pay attention and look at it, these are just different. So you don't really know what's going to work until you actually use it, but as you can see, I just demonstrated that it does work, and that is really a nice crimp right there. And this should work for the shielded one as well. But I know it took me a while to show you this, but I wanted to look at these because these are the newer style that you're going to be seeing nowadays. And yeah, this one works, so I'm happy with it. And now I can go and make the rest of the cable that I was trying to finish. So I hope that helps, and I apologize if it was too long, but it is what it is. And I just wanted to make sure I got a good one.